Look, new shirt. I guess the cat's out of the bag. I recorded all those before I went to Nashville last week. And here we are with the top 5 brought to you by Texas Beef House. Please use promo code 365sports for 10% off of your order. I did the entire top 25, at least my top 25. Now I'm going to do the preseason top 25 near misses. Today, numbers 10 through number 6, and tomorrow, number 5 through number 1. So let's get to number 10. Let's go to the Big 12 at Iowa State. A lot of people returning for this team, and if they finish in the top 25 and contending for the Big 12, I would not be shocked. But again, with Iowa State, you kind of have to see it 2 years in a row before you believe it. With Matt Campbell, that's been what the par for the course of this program. But this is the most collective group of young guys rising together that he might have ever had. A ton, like I said before, a ton of starters back. I really like Rocco Beck's moxie. Another year as the starter. Plus, they have a depth at quarterback that they really like. They have really good running backs, really good wide receivers. This should be maybe one of his most fun offenses he's ever had. And you know their defense is going to be salty as hell. I think the Cy-Hawk game will be kind of the where this team's going to go. Can they actually score some points against a solid defense, or is this going to be kind of that a little disappointing Iowa State? I actually think their arrows pointed up, and they should be very good this year. Number 9, Kentucky. Brock Vandagriff comes in at quarterback. They have a new offensive coordinator. They've gotten some transfers. Mark Stoops, almost the head coach at Texas A&M, depending on what you believe or how that all went down, instead of Mike Elko. But this is a Kentucky team that has playmakers, that has a good offense. Mark Stoops coaches a good defense. They've become remarkably consistent over the years. But let's just face it, there's enough SEC teams in the top 25 anyway. And when you get past that first wave of them, into the second wave, like Kentucky just lives there right now. Number 8, Louisville. Tyler Shuck is my big question here. This is a team that rolled through the season last year and surprised a ton of people, but ultimately was not as good as Florida State, even with their third-string quarterback in the ACC title game. If Tyler Shuck is healthy, this is a team that's probably going to be really good, but Tyler Shuck has never been healthy. So if they have quarterback strife, if they have injuries and they've got to rotate that in and out, they don't have some of the guys that they had last year. I trust Jeff Brom to coach them up well. I just don't know if this is a team that is really deserving right now of being in the top 25. But they are, again, on the cusp like all these teams are. Number 7, USC. There's just so many unknowns here with USC, and I didn't realize that was an ad. So there we go. But USC, tons and tons of unknowns. How good will the defense be? Is Miller Moss going to be the starting quarterback? Can he do what he did in the bowl game? Where is Lincoln Riley's head really at? These are things that we don't know about the Trojans right now, and they need to prove them. So right now I've got USC on the outside looking in, but it's Lincoln Riley, it's USC. If they wind up being better than we all think, no one should be all that shocked. And finally, number 6, Air Force. Troy Calhoun's got a really good team here. They play a style of football that's really hard to coach against and prepare for. It would not surprise me to see them be a G5 team that is in contention for the playoff. But with G5 teams, you can't just throw them in to the top 25 until maybe they've earned it more than other people. It's not fair that their bar is a little higher, but that's just the fact of life. But Air Force is going to be a lot of people. They're going to be very physical. They're going to be very tough. They're going to be very athletic, and they should be super fun to watch. So watch out for Air Force this year. Keep your eyes to the skies, so to speak, when it comes to this team. They are going to be very, very good and a very tough out, and that is why they are my 6th team that is just outside the top 25. The other 5 come tomorrow. Let's wrap up the show right now.